Hey, it's been a little while. Of course, I've started talking, so my dogs have run to the window. There was a fox in the garden earlier, so they're on high alert. Anyway, so this is the bit you guys are looking at. I thought I'd do this in the video because it would take 4 or 5 pictures, and that's a pain. So we have this really nice strong move up there, which is something you have to look at to see what's going on. So I'm going to go down some time frames. You can already see there's a big bit of fighting went on in there, and then something held this up here. So it's come up, had a fight, come along, decided to be held up, and then fallen off. So I want to find out why this stayed there and didn't continue down. So I'm going to scroll in a bit, and what I'll do is I'll move a black line here across to there so we can see where it went to. I'm going to go right into the 1 minute here, and you can see in the 1 minute this thing here, so that's pretty significant. So what I'm going to do is put a black line at the bottom of this here just so I can see which one's which. I'm going to take this one out. Well, when it lets me, I shall remove that one. There we go. Don't really need this either, but what you can see is here price has come up, it's had a pause, and this pause has been, it's pretty much independent of anything else. It's just where momentum ends. At that point it becomes important when it's retested here and it holds and off price goes. It happens more times along there, but we're just looking where it first relates to the point to the right. So yeah, it continues on up, and it makes a flag that we can see up higher. So I'm going to take this line, you know what's coming, I'm going to move it all the way across here, so we see where it got broken, where it came up, and this is an FTR. So on this time frame we've got 2 important things here. We have up there where you see the source, this is where the power for the move to break down below all the stuff that held this up is up in here, and then we have the failure to keep going upwards after it does break, which is in here. So you want to look in there to see where the important points to then subsequently go short might be, and I'm going to do that by going down onto the minute chart. So I can already see this is compressed all the way back down here. What I like to see is where that compression started, which is pretty much the same thing I just did with the black lines in the past. So yeah, where are we? So this is the, sorry, I'll zoom out again. Let me just kind of mark this in just so we have some color to work with and I know which part I'm looking at. So there you go, there's the top of it up here, and compressed all the way down through here. All this comes into there, so this is all compressed, and that's kind of where it stops. So I'm going to mark in here just the area where, because this actually does not touch this, which means this isn't part of the same move. This is all compressed here. So now I'm going to take the big blue one out, so we have this one left, and when we come along here and we look at where it comes back down here and it doesn't break, and then there's the power to kind of break down, and the decision to break, because you see these, let me zoom right in on this, make this nice and big, because you see these candles falling here, this candle to that candle is a gap, so this is a continuous fall, so there's no decision made there, it just accelerates. So the decision to fall through this blue start of the compressed area that we saw earlier, the decision to do that is actually here. Now there's nothing really saying that price won't come up above this, because it can come up to the source there, or it might go right through, but this is where it decided to break down there. This is the FTR, and the FTR has already been used. As you can see, this is the FTR, and it drops below it, and it comes back there, and that's where it uses the FTR to then drop off. So that's been used. You can take that out. there's nothing there, and this is the decision. And if you then zoom right out, we go along to where price subsequently reacts. You see that's the same point right at the top. And the larger blue one is just where I made this line here to this is why I put in black lines as opposed to leaving the blue ones in, because you get confused with what you're looking at. So we'll leave the black one in there, take this blue one out, and you'll see that's the tiny decision point that I noted, and this is where it reacts. You can look right in there, and there you are. Easy peasy. Well, easy peasy-ish. You still have to kind of look for reasons to short it or just place a pending order. That's it. I didn't mark it in particularly accurately back there, but I think if you do take your time, you'll see that this doesn't actually engulf it at all. It goes right to the very top of this level, but it doesn't break it. Might be worth just checking what's happened here. I don't really consider this to be a flag limit because it was tested here, but it kind of broke through, so maybe something will happen in here when price comes back. Yeah, there you go.